Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina, and I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today I'm going to be working in my Christmas journal and working on a page, and I forgot to get this out, and it's stuck. It's stuck on some other papers I had stuck up there. The Collage Art Glue Book Vintage Christmas Edition by Margarete Miller. And this prompt that I'm working on is there a special scent you connect with Christmas time? Fir tree, gingerbread, or spiced orange, for example. Find an image that represents a Christmas scent and collage with it. Well, gingerbread, that's for sure. I even have gingerbread cookies that I've been eating on. So, yeah, my weight hadn't gone down in a couple days. I wonder why. So, that is what I'm going to do. And then the other day when I did this one, I said we were skipping this page because I needed my computer. That was yesterday when my internet wasn't working. So we went on to this page. And you know, the whole time I was doing this page, I didn't realize how off I was. I mean, in sitting here, I can see it now, but it's not as noticeable as when it was up on my computer screen. I saw it on my computer screen, and I thought, oh wow, that looks hideous. But just sitting here looking at it, I can't see it as much. I mean, I can see it now that I've seen it on my screen, but it's still not as noticeable as on my screen. I saw it on my screen, I thought, boy, oh boy, that looks awful. But I sure couldn't see it as much in real life. I'm just going to put this behind it because we're going to make a paper piecing, and I almost made the paper piecing too big. I measured it, and I have been paper piecing for years and years and years, so I don't know what got into me with making that, but it is huge. I hope it will fit when I'm all done with it. But I just took one of the biggest pieces and put it on here, and I thought, oh boy, wow, Gina, you kind of didn't do that very well. So I hope I can make it fit. If you're seeing this, I made it fit. Okay, where's my first cut? Excuse me, this cold is just getting worse, it seems. I might have to go to the market because I think it's turned to sinus infection. Okay, get this inked up. Getting me a couple videos done today so hubby and I can go and enjoy our grandkids tomorrow for the day. I'm excited. I don't think our youngest granddaughter that we're going to tomorrow, I don't think she knows that we're coming, because she sent me a message a little bit ago. Grandma, when am I going to see you again? I miss you. I want to see you. So I don't think she knows we're coming tomorrow. I said, oh, soon, honey, soon, honey. I didn't say tomorrow because I don't know that she knows. And sometimes their parents don't tell them that we're coming because, well, you know, what if something happens and we don't make it? And also, sometimes they don't sleep so well, and especially on a school night, because they get so excited. And then in the winter, you don't tell them, because what if, you know, there's weather? Of course, I don't think there will be. There shouldn't be, but still, it's just kind of a thing that they don't do. I'm not getting the glue to come out. I need to fill it again because it's not completely full, and I have a hard time squeezing this bottle when it's not full. Okay, that should be good. What did I do? Oh, I couldn't find my glue holder. Oh, it's not staying and where I want it. It keeps moving on me. Oh, why does it keep doing this? It just keeps moving. I guess I'm just going to have to cut it off because it just keeps moving. Well, this is going to be interesting. Might have to cut off my pretty little things I have hanging over. I don't like this. I can leave it like that. Let's get this up and see how it looks. I think I'm going to ink this side back up. Glue on it. Okay. Now okay. So the pattern that I am using for my paper piecing is called the Gingerbread Man Collection, and it is from littlescrapsofheavendesigns.com, and I'm using the finished cookie bar, or the cookie jar, the ginger in the cookie jar. So sorry, I got glue all over my fingers. I was trying to get some of it off, but I don't have any luck. My hands are all stained from inking up my thing. Well, I'm going to move my book here and we'll put this together. So right now it looks like just a bunch of pieces of paper, but we're going to fix that. I've never put this one together before, so I think that's his nose because it looks different from the rest of them. And then 3 of them are berries, and one of them is that's his nose. 3 are berries. I'd say these 3 are berries. Okay. Okay, so this is the jar. Let me get my glue I use Scotch Quick Dry for my paper piecing. I will eventually switch to this one. It dries clear. I have berry arts, or berry, what's it called? Berry. I have this one too. And it does fine, but I like that this one dries clear. I try to never leave any glue out. I'll show you how I do that. But just in case it does, I like that this one dries clear, so I will switch to it. But I have a lot of this Scotch Quick Dry, and I've used it since I started paper piecing. It's been my glue for paper piecing, and I'm going to use it all up before I switch because it wasn't cheap. So I need to get it used up. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I'm sorry, is we glue this find the right spot on here. It's gotta be on here. What is going on? Why isn't this? Well, let's go this on here first. Maybe this goes out. This goes out over the edge. Okay. This. I need to make sure I'm where you can see. This didn't want to come out at first. The biggest thing is not to use too much glue to where it goes out over the edge, but you also gotta have enough glue that it's gonna stick. And I can tell I haven't been paper piecing much lately because my glue is not wanting to come out. Okay, now where does this go on here? About right there, I'd say. Okay, it works now. But my glue is not gluing it. It's not sticking here. What is going on? Huh. I have not had this problem with this before. Oops, now see, I got it there. So what I do is I come along with my tweezers and pick it up. But I think it was there too long, not showing. Glad this is for my personal use. So I've noticed that soon enough. Because usually if you can get it picked up right away, it won't leave a mark. Okay, well, off to a good start. Fabulous start. Oh, go down here. Why is it not working the way I say it's going to? Make a liar out of me. I've lost my black tweezers. They're here. They're just not. Oh, they're right there. These are my favorite. I've had these since the very beginning. They look hideous. They're my favorite. Okay, so then we need this one, and we need this one, and they will go like this, and then these guys, I like to make sure I know where everything's going to go before I start gluing. So these guys will go like that. That looks pretty centered there, so I usually use my tweezers when I didn't on the first two things because they were so big they would have just been bowing in half. But the tweezers really help me get things where I want them. Trisha has several things on her site that I use in my junk journaling. She has different labels and different journaling things that I use a lot. So I know you don't really think of paper piecing stuff for journaling, but I actually use quite a bit. And every once in a while I sneak paper piecings in, just because this was my thing I did first. Been paper piecing for many, many years. Been on her design team for many years. We're actually friends in real life. We live about 7 miles apart. She's been putting up with me since my husband's accident, because I don't know what's happened, but I'm not very good at scrapbooking lately. I've been having a really hard time. I just haven't, I don't know, haven't had it in me. I think I'm going to start Project Life again and see if that will help me. I've got all the stuff. I've got the sleeves, you know, and everything. Really, that's what you have to have. You don't have to have the cards, but I do have the cards. So I'm thinking about doing that. See if I can. Oh, I should have. I did that a little crooked, but too late now. That side's down. If I rip it up, I'm going to have a mess. Do I want to put blush on him? I don't know if I do or not. Let me see. Just use one of those little things. And my chalk. Oops, I don't want the shimmery. I don't want the shimmery. Get a little bitty one out. Let's see here. I know that's going to in my way. Let's put it about right here. Except it doesn't really want to show up very well. I'm not really getting a circle. It's not going on very well. Not really very happy with this. That side's working better. That's what I need to do instead of rubbing it. Okay, that's going to be good enough. Oh, I need this back out. And I need my little paintbrush. Okay. And where are my markers? Oh, I don't know where I put my markers. You can tell I've not done this for a while. Oh boy. Do I have one here that'll work? Just, no, that's not a marker. Yeah, I haven't done this for a while. I don't know what I did with my little container of markers that I have just for this. Let's see if this one will work. Let's see if this has any juice in it. Yeah, this one will work. Okay, so we need to put his eyeballs right here. And about right here, I think. Let's see where his nose is going. Is that his nose? I don't think that's his nose. This is his nose. Yeah, his nose is going right there. So we'll put his eye right there. And right there. Okay. So I'm going to trace. Oh, I thought it was. There. I'm going to trace right there. Right there. And then I'm going to take my little paintbrush, just a little angle paintbrush. This one's kind of gotten out of shape over the years. I kind of need to get me a different one because I've kind of rent this one. And just put a little bit of a shadow there where I made that line. I made that line so I would be able to see where I need to go. Just put a little bit of a shadow, just to give his eyes a little bit of a depth there. Not going to give him any eyelashes. Just a little bit of a shadow around his eyes. Okay. That should be good. Now I can put my chalk up. Alright. And then we'll glue his eyes down. And his nose. Oops. It's looking kind of crooked. I think it's because I got his icing crooked. And then he needs kind of a That marker doesn't want to work. Maybe this one will. So it's not quite black, it's more gray, but okay, it needs to be kind of, whoa. There we go. That one's kind of dark. In order. Okay. I usually just take one of my pieces like this and just turn it over and make sure my jelly roll is working, and then hope I get this right because this is something I'm not very good at. And just giving a little bit of white in his eye. There we go. I like to do this too. Let's see if I can do it without messing it up. There we go. Alright, now put that back where it belongs. Now, scoot him up a minute here. Give him just a second to dry so I don't touch his eyeballs. I forgot to put a little bit of a smaller one here. Just going to put a little bit there and a little bit there. Okay. The first one I used was a 10 and this one's a 5. I have a 5, an 8, and a 10 that I use. Okay, so let's put the little knob on the lid. Yikes! Oh, I am so out of practice. Oh, okay, this goes at the bottom here. This goes over this way. Oops, doesn't want to hair with it. It goes down here. So we'll put just, I need to wipe that off. Maybe I'll put it on the bottom of this here. This one goes right here. Oops. At the bottom of the jar, and that is not even at all. That's why I usually use my tweezers, so I get better view of it if I have it. If I have the tweezers, I can see better. Okay, so then I can put my cookie jar like this, and I can see better. There we go. Okay, now let's do this one. This is his little body. I'll put it a little farther down. Maybe I should bring my book in about now. Let's see. Yeah. I need to put it down in because I still gotta get his head and the lid on there. Oh boy, oh boy. Maybe I need to, I'm probably gonna have to take this down and cut that bottom off. Okay, so this needs to go further down in. Make him only have about that much body sticking out. Probably need to add some more glue. Just that much body sticking out. And then we need, yeah, I seriously misjudged this one, didn't I? Woohoo! Did I ever? I wanted it to be big, but it's got glue on the outside. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put the top on here. Unless I want the top to hang out. I guess that would be okay. I mean, I'm bringing the cookie jar down. Cutting off the bottom of the cookie jar. And that much of the top could, there's a fruit fly on my page, that much of the top could hang off. I'm okay with that. I probably need to back it with some more paper to make it sturdier. Get a scrap of that paper here. Let's do that. Wonder if I can still, wonder if I can remove this off of here and then glue this on here. Cut it out because it needs to be sturdier. I may even do it twice. So that that is really sturdy, sticking up out of there. If I didn't have the camera on, you know, if I was just doing this by myself with no camera, I would put it through my silhouette, you know, a couple of times and make sure it was perfectly cut. But since I have the camera on and I have my silhouette all pushed back and put away, it's a pain in the rear to get to the way I have my desk set up. That's part of my problem with scrapbooking too, is my camera is so hard to get to. This time I'm going to do it this way, so the back of this is green. Oh, didn't give it time. Didn't give it time to connect. I was so upset with myself. I thought I found the absolute perfect green for this, which this green isn't bad. But I found it in my scrap basket. And I went to put it on my mat, and it was about an inch too small. I was like, oh man. But it was going to be real country looking, and I had it all planned out in my head to have it real country colors. Oh well. That's what happens sometimes. Speaking of what happens sometimes, you know what happened today? Two of my granddaughters, their school bus had a little fender bender wreck, which nobody was hurt, thank goodness. But here's the bad part. The school didn't notify the parents right away. 30 minutes after they put it on Facebook, they contacted the parents. I guess they considered putting it on Facebook, contacting the parents. So my daughter didn't know. But the bad part is that her youngest daughter was not on the bus, but was notified that there was a wreck. And all she was told was there was a wreck and her older sister was on the bus. And that's all they told her. They didn't tell her no injuries or anything. They just said there was a wreck, your older sister was on the bus, and you have to wait here. That's all they told the kids. And that's all they told her about her sister. And any of the other ones that had siblings that were on the bus was, you know, yes, your sibling was on the bus and you have to wait here. Oh, my daughter was so angry. She was so angry because, here's why. The sibling that wasn't on the bus was the granddaughter that was here with me when my husband had the accident last year. And they have been dealing with the aftermath of that. I don't know much about PTSD, is that how it's said? But I think she has it. She's got something. and she's really been struggling. She's really had a hard time. I'm going to slice this so it's a straight cut, because if I cut it off, I have a hard time cutting the bottom portion of my journal off. It gets really jaggedy. I can cut really easy off the top. I think it's because I'm right-handed or something, I don't know. But the bottom gets really jaggedy, so I'm going to cut right about here, I think. And I'm using my guillotine because I think it'll be a sharper than if I do the slide. Anyway, all she knew was that, and they wouldn't tell her if her sister was okay. They wouldn't tell her anything, and she was beside herself. She was so worried sick over her sister and so scared. And all she knew was that when her grandpa was in that accident, he was supposed to die that night. And she knew what Grandpa's been through. I mean, Grandpa's in a wheelchair now. Grandpa's never been the same. Life has turned upside down. And that's her only experience with an accident. There's this glue. This is not sticking. Oh, my daughter was so angry. She was so angry, and I think they handled it wrong. And she posted on Facebook. She posted a very polite comment, but she posted, "I think that you handled this wrong." And she posted why, and it was very. She showed it to me. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. But man, they deleted that fast. But you know, I think that if they're going to post on Facebook, that the parents ought to be able to post back too, if they're going to be posting in a polite manner and in a. Yeah, I think my thing was there. I thought it was about to break. You know, adult manner. You know, the way an adult should be posting. But boy, they deleted it fast. But Avery's having a hard night. All she knew, you know, was there was an accident and they weren't telling her anything. I mean, they could have at least said, your sister wasn't hurt or something, or let her call her mom. Something. But she's had rough time since that accident. Her whole demeanor's changed. She's been a tough kid to deal with. She's had her discipline problem, I mean, just all kinds of stuff. But she was with me when I got the call. She heard the call. She was with me when I went looking for the accident. And she was with me when I got to the hospital. I didn't have anything to do with her for the whole thing. She was with me for all of it. We had to get special permission for her to come to the hospital to see Grandpa, so she knew he was alive. She was also when my husband's grandmother died. She was up here when that happened. And, no, it was when she broke her neck. And she was convinced she died because they walked in the house and she saw the blood. And she thought it was me, and she was convinced I died. And so there was that one too. Oops, I don't want all that on there. Great. What am I going to do about that? I'm too busy talking and not paying attention. So she just had some bad experiences with accidents. But what do you think? Do you think the school handled that wrong? I just don't think they should have taken it to Facebook like that. I don't know, maybe they thought that people saw the accident and would have been putting it onto Facebook. I don't know. I guess that's something that happens a lot too, and they were trying maybe to counteract that. But okay, now we have this. You know, I wonder if I could put that, let's see if I could lift that up and put that underneath his little, that's kind of broke right there, that would hide that. My X-Acto knife got ahead of me there. Yeah, I like that right there. Just like that. Let's do that. Now I gotta reach up there and get more glue under there. Strings of glue. I know, it says collage. It says find an image that represents a Christmas scent and collage with it, but it's not quite a collage, but this is what I wanted to do. So it's what I did. I'd like to put rickrack down there, but I don't know that I should have done it before I put this down. I don't know. Probably still could. Let's get my rickrack. Let's see which one. I could go very festive and do this, but I don't think that works. Now this one might. This would be very pretty, but I don't know. Ouch! I got poked with a pin. This one could be very pretty along the edge. This one right here. I don't know if I have any reds or greens that are the right colors. I think they're all too bright. This one is probably pretty good, but look how tiny. Well, problem is, this red is not this red, and this green is not this green. That makes it hard. I didn't think that through, but I didn't think about putting rickrack down. Ouch! The side. I think I might go with this one. Okay, let's do that. Let me set my little rickrack tray aside here. I got some escapees, some ribbons that are escaping out. I've got my tray too full, but I don't know. Can you have too much rickrack? No. Ouch. I've got a whole box that I haven't sorted because I can't get it in there. I haven't sorted it yet. Oops, I didn't put that away. Okay, so let's see here. Gotta trim off that edge. That's really. This is an older one. I can tell by feeling it. The older ones are softer than the new ones, I think. Can't get a hold of it. Good grief. Since the weather has changed back cold, my hand joints are not my knuckles and stuff are not working. Oh no, that just fell off my book. I'll have to do damage repair on that. I could just put it over the cookie jar instead of trying to go under. I think I'll do that. It might be kind of hard to get under it. Yeah, I think I'll just go over. Yep, that's what I'll do. Okay, are you ready, glue gun? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's see if it's ready. Oops, it's got glue hanging off at the end of it. I am absolutely covered in glue. Sorry, I think that's making loud noises. I'm very sorry. I'll try to set it down quieter. There we go. Cut this off. I will hold this up for you to see. Isn't cute? And again, my pattern is from littlescrapsofheavendesigns.com. There you go, and you can find the fan page on Facebook too if you'd like to find us there. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're having a very blessed Christmas season so far. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.